Right, so yeah, a lot has happened since. The decals are now on. Bet you're thinking which decals I used. I used the Hasegawa decals. Apart from the swastika thing on the back there, that was the cartograph, that was a spare I had in the back. Because surprisingly, even though Hasegawa say on the decal sheet they have some, in fact they don't. So the weathering now, it's been the gloss varnished over the top. It's going to consist of a weathering wash of black, and that's just going to be scrubbed on. If you don't know how this works, this is simple. Take your brush and just rub it into all the panel lines and the surface details and everything else. Like so. It basically just gets in everywhere. Or everywhere you see a panel line, just get it in the panel line. If you just scrub it in like so. And then once that is, you just basically just leave it to dry for till like say not 24 hours at least. No, 10 minutes. Just get all that in. So that's one side done. That's really it. So all the way around there. It is quite a fun process this, because you just make your model look absolutely weird as hell. So now we've progressed on with a lot of things. The matte varnish is dry. It's got a bit of shine to it still, but I can go over another coat, just another thin coat once that's done. I'm happy at the body of how it looks in terms of weathering that lot. It's just a tail here and the wings. I might give another coat over. Maybe another coat underneath along the wings here, just a bit here. But that's about it. So whilst that's drying, we can actually get on and do the actual undercarriage here. If you notice, I've actually painted the wheel bays. They've got a nice RMLL02 colour, sat there. And yeah, also the exhaust, they've been painted, and now I've never done this before, they've been painted in a khaki, and that's XF49 I used, and that does not look bad for an exhaust colour, and that looks really good, but that'll be weathered with some exhaust stains afterwards. So we're going to do the landing gear. I'm just going to put this to the side. Now Hasegawa, this one I did earlier, and this is still drying, so I'm going to show you how the other ones work. And but that's how the landing gear turns out in one piece. But the landing gear comes in about 5 different pieces. The wheels are already moulded together, and the detail in there is not bad, which you just saw me spraying. Just had to go a bit of coat and then painted it in a different tyre grey. We have... Now where's that gone? That's weird. Oh, so can't find the other door. There you go. So you got the door. Now the problem is, if you really want to go to lengths for this, I didn't because you won't be able to see it. But just, sorry, pull that closer. Just here and here, there's 2 injector pin marks, but they're actually in place. If you look on this one, to where they won't be able to see anything. So that's pretty good. You won't be able to see anything. Another problem is there's the shock absorber, which goes onto there, which goes onto your side. Now there's actually no moulding where this aluminium part, or aluminum if you're American, before you start criticising me. This way it's supposed to go really, but there's no moulding to try and help you, so you just have to paint some aluminium across there, and that is really done. So no problems, but if you know what you're doing, you just need to work on it a bit longer. Just tap some glue into there, and let that set in. Like so. Now you have to make sure before actually doing this that you've actually got the doors right, and that everything is level, sort of thing, which that was not. Like so. So that's drying a bit. Put the tyre on now. Now the tyres actually go on pretty easily. The problem is they're not weighted, so it could be a bit of a problem if you're a bit of an aviation geek and you want tyres weighted. That's onto there. Now I always like to put my tyres at a bit of an angle just to show a bit of depth and kind of like weightness to the actual subject, like so. A bit like on this tyre here, the wheel, like so. So whilst that's drying, go ahead and put this one in. Now it is a very tight fit, really. Oh, it's still a bit dry, wet, dry, whatever you want to call it. So it goes into this one here. Plenty of glue into there. Take some tweezers, just gonna push that into place, like so. Now of course, make sure it's in place. Like so. So there we go, that's one wheel fitted onto the 109. So once that's dry, I'm going to go ahead and put the other one on and paint the doors up. I've just noticed. Great, you always forget one thing and then do the other. So I'm going to go away and paint up the doors. That's just one little bit that's bothering me. Sorry, just like so. So there we go. Right, I'm going to let that to dry, and well, let this one to dry and let that one to dry for a bit. Put the wheels together. I'm going to paint the tail wheel, actually, that's one thing I haven't done yet. So I'm just going to go away and do that. I'll come back and we'll have pretty much everything sorted, really. And well, here we are, guys. The end of another build. I know what you're thinking, yes, another 109 he's done, but they are. To be honest, guys, I had a few problems along the way. Nothing with the kit itself, it's just my clumsiness going away. The biggest issue I had was this canopy here. You noticed in the last part, I kind of noticed something with the other canopy, which is actually here. What happened was I got some glue onto the canopy, onto the framework there, and it basically ruined it. Tried sanding and then polishing it up, but it hasn't worked. So, in all fairness, I had to scrap the canopy and use an Airfix one from a spare old kit I had. The problem was it's just a touch. Let me get some tweezers here, sorry. It is literally, no, and drop the other ones at the same process. As I was saying, it's just literally too big across here. So it's just a kind of little lip across there, but I don't think no one will be too bothered with that because, yeah. The thing is though, it's the same canopy. It was just a touch smaller in width ways. So you had to be kind of press the side panels out in order to fix it into the actual frame. But in all fairness, I'd rather have that work than actually have a cockpit front windscreen that you can't see through. So there you are. What else problems do I have? Nothing really, to be honest. No, the only problem was this wing here. I painted a bit too much of the dark green. It's kind of not got that nice panel line detail like across here somewhere. So that kind of annoyed me. But that is seriously the only problems I've had with this kit. Everything else is absolutely beautiful as hell. Yeah. And also what you're thinking of, I did use the Hasegawa decals and they were a bit thick, I'm going to be honest with you. But once you're like this and you're for a distance away, you won't be able to tell the difference. But they are beautiful. So just turn you around a bit so you can see that side. Trouble is with these classic kits, you don't get them anymore, which is a real shame, and it's a bit sad really because and naturally they are always producing more kits, which you don't mind. But then you get these classic kits that are a little gem to your heart, and wow, they are absolutely beautiful. And to be honest, guys, I'm just lost for words. This little kit, it's so beautiful, and yeah, I think Hasegawa have done a great job on this. And even though the kit is twice as old as me, it's never been opened, it's sat on someone's shelf for ages. I'm surprised no one has actually built this. I wish someone did, but this is absolutely amazing. I'm so jealous. Now you do have to say, well, I have to say, sorry, I don't build models to tell you what to do, guys. I build models to show my talent and my endorsement to the hobby, say. And if anyone wants help, I'm willing to help, but I'm not there to say you have to do this. I'm doing it from my own techniques. So I just need to get that out there before anyone else says. I do sound a bit big-headed saying that, but it's the honest truth. Yeah, I'm just lost for words about this little kit. Over the moon by it. So, I think you know what's coming now. Time for the classic music and some history about this aircraft. JG54 and based in the Netherlands, I think. I can't remember, or Northern France. Do some research and then give all that to you guys. Alright, so with that, I hope you've enjoyed this little build. I'm just going to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all my subscriptions and the guys who liked my videos and also the guys who disliked my videos. I'm not going to grumble at all. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Here comes the slideshow and I'll see you on the next build. So with that, cheers and goodbye for now.